apparently the forehead committee has questions. So let's talk about it. Now, multiple people have said to me, pull your wig down. Why so far back? Right? And honestly, all that helped me realize is there's some misconceptions about wigs. So today we are gonna be wig myth busters. Let's bust some of these myths that we got circling around wig installs. I'm just touching up my hair for today. My friend she does have a nonprofit, and they have an event today in celebration of Black Friday. Black Friday, bitch, what? In celebration of Juneteenth. So I'm just doing something, but let's jump straight into it. Now, if y'all see me looking down, I do have my handy dandy iPad here because I put some notes down because there's certain stuff I want to make sure that I do not forget to mention to y'all. Be careful with this specific one because it is heavy. This heavy, and your hair will be so weighed down and greasy. But this hair is so dry, I need it. Okay, into the myths, because y'all not here for my random thoughts, right? Or maybe y'all are. I hope y'all are too. But if y'all not, you finna get this work. I'm finna get you this information so you can know moving forward. So I'm gonna put some examples either over here, or I may just put them completely on the screen for y'all to see and have some examples of what I'm talking about. But coming in hot and strong, and these are in no specific order, of course. But why my wig sits where I put it. I have a very little forehead. My forehead only takes maybe... All right, y'all, editing day here. Let's pause for the cause real quick. Something I want y'all to know about these two pictures I put up here. One, of course, is with the wig. One is without the wig. But what I want y'all to look at is my hairline to my eyebrow ratio and the middle of my forehead to my eyebrow ratio. Do you see how it's exactly the same? Also take note how it doesn't change the structure of my face or the side or the size of my forehead. That's going to come up later on in this video. 2 to 2.5 fingers, right? Which is going to cause for, oh, y'all, my brain. Okay, boom. So I already have a little forehead going on for myself. And that makes my hairline closer to my eyebrows, the low hairline. When it comes to your wigs, we wear wigs because, or, you know, well, I don't know why other people wear wigs. I wear wigs because I want to protect my natural hair, right? In the event you're getting a protective style and it's damaging your hair, it's no longer a protective style, which on my page, clearly I can't speak, on my page, it's always gonna be protect your hair. That's always gonna be an important thing for me, right? I can dye, fry, and lay to the side a wig, but when it comes to my hair, I do want to protect the integrity of my hair, specifically my edges. And y'all know that is running rampant where people are associating no edges with wearing the wigs. Right now, we know other people got other things going on, alopecia, this and that. That's not about that, right? That's not what this is about. This is about those of us that really ain't got no edges because you wear wigs, and this is probably why, right? When it comes to a wig, so that's one, right? We got low hairlines, we got small foreheads, we want to protect the integrity of our own hair, which is why you'll see some people glue placed a little different. Moving along from there, another thing that y'all have to account for when it comes to these wigs, whether you're going to somebody or you're doing it yourself, it's a process to get that final install, right? I show y'all on my platforms multiple times. It is a process to get your y'all, I'm getting so passionate about it. I'm forgetting that I'm supposed to be doing my hair too, because I really want y'all to know this. I really want y'all to know and to understand this stuff and to be able to apply it to yourself. Or moving on to two, your install is gonna look crazy while you're in the process of doing it, right? Your install is gonna go through multiple stages before you get to the final result, right? You got ball cap, well, you got prep, you got ball cap, you got lace glue, you got putting an actual wig on, and then customization and actually finalizing the styles and stuff, right? In those particular order, with the exception of the ball cap, the prep and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Y'all get what I'm saying. Your wig, when you're putting it on, you're going to go through multiple stages. So just trust the process. As long as you got a good technique that you follow on the regular, just trust the process, right? And it'll turn out looking pretty cute in the end. Now I'm just doing some wand curls. This is curly hair, but I just don't feel like going through. This is curly hair. I just don't feel like going through. I don't know where my brush is. Like, where's my brush? Oh, hold on. All right, yeah, I found the brush. It was on the floor. Annoying. Anyways, so it's gonna look, you're gonna have a couple of different stages of your wig before you get to the final result, right? And that's okay. Another one, more glue equals a better install. Wrong. That cannot be further from the truth. More glue does not equal a better install, right? Anytime you put in your glue on, and it don't really matter also too, because see, y'all making me stutter because y'all making me stutter because y'all be saying some wild ass shit. Okay, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Nevertheless, more glue does not equal a better install. Even if you're doing multiple layers, that don't mean. Oh, that just did not go too well. I went to slobbing and all kind of shit. Anyways, that don't mean load up more glue, right? Just because you're doing more layers, that don't mean you need these layers to be all thick and stupid looking, piled up there. No. That's not what we want, and that's not what that means. Look at this little curl. And I don't want them too tight, so I'm not leaving it on there for too long. Literally just long enough to wrap all the hair, and then I'm gonna let it go. Moving on, this one goes in with the first one, right? Why is your wig all the way down there? Everybody install is not gonna be placed at the same place, right? Placed at the same place, girl, what? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody install is not going to be positioned in the same spot, right? And that's for many reasons, and this is possibly why some of us are struggling with the installs in general, because we may be taking that, or seeing other people do hair or where they place stuff and using that, which is why I like to explain to y'all the why behind why I'm doing certain things, right? Because like I explained to y'all about myself, I'm a little forehead girl. Now, I would, when it comes to a lace, I wouldn't mind having some extra forehead. I just don't, and I don't know where to go get extra forehead from, y'all. So, by God, please don't hold my feet to the fire for that. However, everybody's forehead is not the same size. Everybody, and that's not the same size in regards to length this way as well as length. How far is that motherfucker sitting back there with your hairline? Everybody's is not the same. You know what I'm saying? So we have to account for that when we are doing our installs, babe. You have to account for the simple fact that my head is not the same as your head, and your head may not be the same as mine. So that goes back to that first one. The placement may be different, right? Some people just got big heads. Another one, the glue, right? The glue is why your install is not staying. That may not necessarily be true, right? Now, I personally feel like, which I'll do another video on for y'all, but I feel like for the most part, yes, you have some products that are just not good products. However, if it's a decent product, for the most part, it's gonna work the same as maybe a more popular or a more expensive product, right? It's just more so, how are you working with this product, if that makes sense. Don't get too hot up on that, because like I said, I'm gonna do another video for y'all on that. But stuff like, again, what we talked about, and that's the thing, when it comes to an install, it's literally like building a house. You need the house there before you can put the furniture in. That's how it is when it comes to an install. Each step that you do is going to prep the following step. So what is your prep like, right? Are you making sure your skin is clean? what are you using to prep your skin, right? Are you using an oil-based product to prep your skin? When you're pushing your edges back before you put your ball cap on, are you using an oil-based product? Things like that is gonna matter. It's not always the glue, right? Also, things to think about if you feel like the glue is the problem, but the glue works for everybody else, right? What's your day-to-day activity? Those things are also going to play a difference. When you go to bed at night, like, how do you maintain, or what's your maintenance routine look like, right? It's so many different things that's going to play into how that glue is operating. It's not always the glue. Sometimes it can be your technique or what you're doing in those steps leading up to it, if that makes sense. So keep that in mind too. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm just sitting here yapping, y'all. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, when it comes to hair, I love me some hair. I probably should have led with, I've been doing hair. Well, I stopped doing other people's hair, but I've been dibbling and dabbling in hair since 2008. And I'm telling y'all, I love me some hair. I love hair, right? Wigs are just like the popular thing right now. But when it comes to some hair, I love me some hair, y'all. I can't even lie. What else did I want to chat with y'all about? Last thing, stop comparing yourself to these celebs or these, IG models or influencers or whatever. Like, y'all have to take into account too, these people, and I'm not saying this from like a nasty spirited way at all, but these people have whole teams. They're editing this stuff. Like, even some of the wigs I do, I be realizing, like, on camera they come up one way, but maybe in person they look way better. Or on camera they'll come up one way, but maybe in a different lighting, maybe like in natural lighting, it looks a little different. That is normal and that is okay. The goal is you just want your wig to look nice. Me, I more so like a natural install. I like natural and simple, right? You got some people, they like doing all the styles and stuff, and that's okay. That's okay. Like, stop comparing yourself to what y'all seeing on the internet, okay? Because sometimes that shit just ain't real. Let's just call a spade a spade. Sometimes it's just not real, and that's okay. That is okay, y'all. That is okay. Y'all, I forgot to also with your glue as well. For both, with the more glue equals a better install. And if you think it's your glue while your install isn't lasting. Another thing that I see, and again, find a technique that works for you. I know we see people on the internet that is just they put their layers of glue on and they don't let it dry clear. Now, disclaimer, because it's always that one, we know. Now, some glues, I know for a fact it's one glue. I can't think of the name of it. But it's one glue that it's like, yeah, put it on wet. First of all, as a beginner, I would not even be playing around with that glue because the glue be sticky. That be a lot of the first getting over the hump of trying to do an install, right? Navigating that sticky ass glue. I know it is at least one that I've ran across that you do have to put on while like the glue is not dried clear. I've never personally tried it. If that's something y'all want me to try, definitely drop that down in the comments. I'll try to go find it and try it for y'all to see if that, because for some people that may work. For a beginner, I wouldn't recommend because it's just too damn messy. But y'all not letting this glue dry clear. Y'all need to let the glue dry clear. I already put up a little video about that, but y'all gotta let that glue dry clear. It should feel tacky before you either go in with your next layer or before you start laying that lace down. So my hair is curled. Y'all know I don't like no big ass wig. So y'all know I don't like no big ass wig. Now this one don't even look big, but it's a little humpy right here. So towards the back is the only place I'm gonna go with this wax stick. This line of product is good. Nobody asked me for that, but I'm gonna tell y'all. What is this? Yeah, that RS oil. They lace product line is actually really good and really affordable too. I do like it, and I've been using it for years. Nobody asked me for that, but I'm gonna tell y'all, because y'all should also know that's not one of those like super popular products. So I don't think people really be doing they due diligence for that product. But nevertheless, and that's it. I just don't want it too big because I'm going to fluff this out. Also, I'm gonna fluff these curls out. Nevertheless, because I'm like, girl, that's not what the fuck we was up here talking about, and you're right. But another one too, which we kind of touched on, is lace, baby. It is lace, okay? It's lace. It's lace. It's lace. It's not your scalp. It's lace. In certain lightings, and from certain angles, no matter how good that install is, in certain lightings and from certain angles, you're going to see the lace, babe. It's lace. It's lace. It's lace, guys. It's a fabric. It's not your skin, right? Now, of course, we know HD is going to be a really good type of lace to have. They do be lying saying, oh, this is HD, and it's not HD. When you get HD, you're going to know it's HD, okay? But even still, with an HD lace, in certain lightings, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. When people this far up in your face, they're going to see it. It's okay. Y'all, you're going to see the lace. It's okay. Moving on from there, though. So, y'all, with that concept of your wig has to be completely invisible at all times, it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. Hot off the press, baby, that's unrealistic. Somebody gonna see them knots, okay? Somebody gonna see them knots. And it's okay. Another one that be blowing me too, coming from somebody that has spent money on some hair, and when I say money, I mean money, on some hair. More expensive is not equivalent to better quality. You don't need a $500 wig to start learning how to do a wig, or to feel like that's when you know, oh, I need the $500 wig because that's what's going to make it look more natural and more realistic. That's not true, babe. And after you touch up a wig, if y'all want to see how I do my touch up process, drop that down in the comments. But after you touch up your wig, you be needing to go back in and reapply some something. Like right now, this look decent, right? But this is that prime example of what I was showing y'all, or what I was saying to y'all about, like, in certain angles, like right here, right? Let's use this angle. Right here, you see that it's lace. But when I turn this way, what? And I haven't even finished melting yet, but that's what I mean. In certain lightings and certain angles, it's gonna be like, oh, you have to be damn near trying to read my brain to see that. And in all honesty, why you so close? Back up. You know? But yeah, y'all, I want to do light baby hairs. But yeah, more expensive does not automatically mean better quality of wig. I want super light baby hairs, barely even any there, TBH. So I'm just going to brush out what I already had there cut. And I feel like if you brush out what you already had cut, it I don't know, I just feel like it just make it look a little better. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, that's my logic. Don't nail me to the fire for that one either. I really could pluck this some more, but I'm not even gonna stress myself with that right now. This why. So y'all, this what we got over there, and then this what we got over here. I didn't really want no edges because it's curly hair, so I kind of just brushed them out and kind of I'm gonna just let them do whatever they want to do. So, and then I'm gonna pull these apart, but I still need to make sure y'all drop down in the comments what's the biggest myth that you heard, or what are some questions that y'all have that y'all may want me to answer moving forward. If y'all don't take nothing else from this video, what I do want y'all to take is installs are not one size fits all. Do what works best for you. Protect your edges at all costs and your hair at all costs, and stop comparing yourself to other people. Until next time, y'all, I'm outie. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. She over here on their neck and she not letting up. Bye.